Hello friends, this is Dr. Amarjit Kaur, Professor of Accounting and Business Communication at the Department of Management, Gurugram University, Gurugram. It is my privilege to be with you to talk on teamwork. So friends, teamwork as we know is very important aspect of success of any business, especially when we have such a fierce competition in this 21st century. So, what is the meaning of teamwork, how to ensure success of a team? This is what we have discussed in the past. Today we are going to talk about the benefit of teamwork and the barriers which are there, or how to overcome barriers in the teamwork. So, I am going to begin with benefits of teamwork. As I said, teamwork is the most important part of success of a business. So, certainly there are many benefits any company, any organization can reap from the teamwork, from effective teamwork. That is what we are going to talk about. So, here are benefits of teamwork. Number 1, more fun. Number 2, better communication. Number 3, less confusion. Number 4, less stress. Number 5, improved creativity. Number 6, better personal growth. Number 7, less burnout. Number 8, improved motivation. Number 9, more diversity, and last is better resilience. So, I shall be discussing all the points one by one now. So, the first thing or first benefit of teamwork is more fun. When people collaborate, that is what the team is. Teamwork means people of diverse skill set, they come together, right. So, imagine one person working separately on one agenda, another person working separately on another agenda, vis-a-vis 10 people together working on the same agenda, right. So, we will have people who are serious, we will have people who are fun loving, we will have people who are loud, we will have people who are very soft spoken, we will have all kind of people, we will have males, we will have females or third gender even, we will have people from one religion to another religion, and that is what the fun of having a teamwork is, right. Imagine there are teams where we have diverse people, they are celebrating all festivals, they are celebrating all different religious practices, they are celebrating different festivals, which otherwise individual may not belong to or may not have been celebrating. So, this is how some small task is achieved, it has been celebrated by all. Some problem is been faced by one person, it is been shared by others, right. So, working becomes fun because there are people of diverse fields working together for the shared goal. So, that is the first benefit of having a team, is that there is a more fun expected in team, especially when the leader is good, leader encourages teamwork, when leaders allows good communication, allows people to speak up, and leader believes in respecting everybody's individual trait. So, the second benefit is there is a better communication. Imagine only the team leader is communicating to one person separately, to another, to third, like that, and then thereafter that individual is reaching out to number 4, number 5, number 1 individually. Whereas, if the same communication was sent together to all the 10 members, I am assuming 10 members in a team, right, at one go, and then they may have discussed, then there could be a platform where they are discussing or they are trying to comprehend that information. So, certainly if everybody is reading and have read together and then they are trying to comprehend the information, this is going to lead to a more effective communication, right, because the doubts would be answered at that common platform or that meeting. Feedback will be given on the spot amongst the team member, because I hope you remember in the initial sessions when we started the business communication, we talked about the importance of feedback in communication, right? So when there is a team working together and all the members have been given equal chance to express their opinion, to raise their doubt, to give the feedback about the piece of the information which has been shared. So certainly this is going to lead to effective communication, better communication. So that was the second benefit of having a teamwork. The third benefit, as I said, is less confusion. Since the communication is effective, the feedback is given on the spot, questions if they arises in the mind of anybody are raised and answered at the spot on the same platform in during the meeting. So there would be the likelihood that the confusion is being taken care. So there is a less confusion because the people are working for the same agenda, for the shared goal, and they really believe in answering each other's question. They believe in having state communication, and certainly if the communication is effective, all the questions are answered there and then and by the concerned person. You as a team worker, as a team member, that you can reach out to X or Y at any point of time. You need not to be worried about asking the team leader because there is such an environment, right? So certainly if such situations will lead to less confusion and better communication. The fourth point here is the stress is reduced because I as an individual, I may have joined the team as a new joinee and I do not have very good skill set in the area I have been put at. But as an individual, I can really learn very fast, can seek answers to my confusions, seek answers to my questions, and since I feel that there are people who will take care of the situation if I am not able to perform, or there are people who will handhold me, or there are people who are also working for the same agenda. So I would be less stressed, right? Because stress is collaborative, stress is shared by others because there is more than one person. So one person taking the whole stress vis-a-vis 10 people bearing the same stress or same difficulty or facing the same difficulty makes a difference, right? So the problem is shared, so is the stress. So that's a very important benefit because nowadays workplace stresses are really exhausting. They really take a toll on the health of anybody, and if people work in team, an effective team, this really helps them to burn out their stress amongst the team members and become very, very effective. The next benefit is improved creativity because the communication is open, people are having fun in sharing the knowledge they have, the information they have, confusions are addressed, stress levels are less, and many a times many teamwork or team games are played, right, to solve a problem. The leaders, they come up with many games, right, and that is, those games really lead to improved creativity. People are given chance to act as XYZ person, people are given chance to get into shoes of someone else, people are given chance to express the most ridiculous idea, right. This is how the creativity comes in. So person will think this is the most ridiculous idea, this is the most worst idea I am going to put across because there is an award for giving up the most ridiculous idea, but you never know, the leader may think or find some value even in that idea, and that's how the people are having fun, and and on the same time they are able to contribute to the best of the capabilities they have when it comes to creativity. Coming to point number 6, better personal growth. What is the benefit of this kind in a teamwork? Because individually I may not be able to learn as much as I am able to learn working in a team, because as I said, team means people with diverse skill set, team means people with different knowledge level, team means people of different experience, right? So I may not have been exposed into a particular task before, but since I am working now and there are team members who have been exposed to similar situation in the past, their input, their pragmatic approach will help me to learn, right? So this will help me to grow personally more. I will be able to acquire knowledge and experience from others' experience who are my team members, right? So this will certainly bring in a situation where I have better personal growth because of this teamwork. Individually, I may not have been able to achieve that much growth, because individually I would have been struggling to learn one particular set of skill at a particular point of time. But as a team, I am learning at a faster pace because I have so many members who have different experience, different exposure, different skill set. Then the next benefit of teamwork is less burnout. So, as I said, there is a stress all around nowadays. People have so heavy targets to achieve, people have such a competitive environment, and gradually, if I am not being able to contribute effectively, I am going to burn out, right? The stress leads to burnout. So in a teamwork, this burnout feeling is less, because you may think he is responsible, you may think it's fine, this is our shared loss or shared gain, right? If we fail to achieve the target, you are not going to be blamed individually. The whole team will be blamed, whole team will be held together, but which means you are not burnout all alone, right? So that's what is the benefit of teamwork, that individual has less burnout. Point number 8 is that improved motivation, because the results are achieved together and every individual's potentials are utilized to the best possible level, creativity is at the highest level, so certainly people feel motivated. So motivation level is higher because results are achieved together, and you think you could contribute as an individual because you were given a chance to communicate, you were given a chance to contribute, you were heard, you were given freedom to express, and this all leads to improved motivation. You feel part of the team, you feel part of the organization, of the department, you do not feel as left out, and that leads to motivation. You are self motivated, you are motivated to contribute more and more in the success of the team. So the point number 9 is there is a better diversity, there is a more diversity. Since teams means people of diverse skill set, age, experience, knowledge, and that's what it means when it comes to diversity. So when there is a better diversity, more diversity, certainly the teamwork will be more effective, right? Diverse people would have different understanding about the same problem, right? So the problem may sound different to the other person in the team, because they have their own perspective, they have their own exposure. Every individual would bring in his or her own perspective about the problem, about the product they are working at, about the solution they are trying to come up with, right? So the more diversity means more productive team. That's the benefit of the teamwork. The last point is better resilience. Resilience means the capacity to bounce back. And it's not that all the time all the teams will be able to achieve what they were intending to. There is a possibility that a team fails to achieve the result at the first time, second time, third time even, right? Imagine when the corona vaccine was developed. Imagine when Chandrayaan has been launched, So there are so many such instances, especially when the projects are difficult, and in that case, it's important that the team bounce back. So if the same task was done by individuals, people may not be able to regain the strength to bounce back to be resilient. But if the same failure is faced by a team than individual, right, the team members will have better resilience. That's the benefit of the teamwork. So these are the really very important aspects of benefit of teamwork. I hope you are able to understand them. Now I am going to talk about the barriers which are common in effective teamwork. So common barriers to teamwork, that's what I am going to talk now. So there are a couple of barriers which comes on the way of effective teamwork. It means it is the responsibility of leaders to ensure those barriers are taken care well. So what are those barriers? Number one, ineffective leadership. Number two, goal confusion. Number three, communication gaps. Number four, lack of trust and motivation. Number five, inequitable decision making. Number six, team size. Number seven, accountability issue. Number eight, poor conflict resolution skills. Number 9, workflow mismanagement. Number 10, physical separation. So these are the 10 barriers I am going to talk now, which are very common to the effective teamwork. The first one is ineffective leadership. So they say, and they are saying that team is as good as the leader is, which is true, right? Teamwork means the group of people of diverse skills, age, knowledge, experience, and the motivation level, right? So it is the responsibility of the leader to utilize the skill of every individual member. And if the leaders are not effective, means as a leader, this is the first thing for me. If I am a leader and I am leading a team, this is my first and foremost thing, that I am able to identify who is good at what, right? Only then I can better utilize the capability of each team member. If I am biased, if I am not logical, if I am not effective in understanding the individual's capabilities, my team cannot work effectively, right? So this becomes the first and the foremost barrier in the teamwork, in the effective teamwork, if the leader is ineffective, is not effective. The second barrier in teamwork is goal confusion. Goals should be said loud and clear, in the same language, in the same tone, same pitch to all the members, right? And preferably at the same time. If the goal is shared and is known and is commonly known or known in the same manner to all the members, there is no confusion. But if there is a confusion about the goal, so let's say the leader was not effective. He said we can submit this project maybe by 10th or maybe by 20th. No, there is a difference, 10th of August or 20th of August, 10th of July, 20th of July, right? And the moment such goals are shared with team members, there is going to be confusion for sure. Somebody will say we have only a week left, another say we have 20 days left to submit the project or proposal, right? That is the That is the problem in such confusion of goal, right? So there should be no confusion about the goal. There should be only one goal which is shared with all the members at the same time, with the same tone, even same pitch, same level, right? That is what is important. And if that if the management or the team leader fails to do that, that becomes a barrier. The third barrier is if there is a communication gap, right? Communication gap means ineffective communication, incorrect communication, incomplete communication, incohesive communication, right? So communication gap could be of any type. We have to share the same information with all the members, no different meaning of this information, right? No piece of information is missing. Every member of the team has the same, exact same information about the product or the project they are working at, about any development, about any failure, about any success, about any hindrance, anything pertaining to that proposal or the project, right? So that if that gap is there, that communication gap is there, that becomes a very common barrier to a teamwork, effective teamwork. The fourth one is lack of trust and motivation. If team members do not trust the leader, or if the team members do not trust other members, in both the situation, there is a lack of trust, there is a lack of motivation. I will feel that I have not been shared the complete information because there is a lack of trust. I don't trust the leader. I may not trust my team members, and I may all the time be thinking, this guy is concealing some information, this guy is working individually, this guy is reporting to the boss individually. I will feel lack of trust and I will feel lack of motivation because of that situation. So it's very, very important that everybody has the same information, everybody believes being heard at all the time, everybody is equally motivated, because this is the responsibility of the team leader to ensure that all the team members, they adapt new skills required for the project, they adapt the information in the same manner, right? So there is no lack of trust, there is no lack of motivation. If it is there, this is a very, very common barrier which one need to overcome. Then inequitable decision making. All the members should have the equal right to decide, to contribute. But if the teams are not given the equal right, equal situation, equal benefits, it is inequitable situation, right? And if decision making is powered, is being stored in few hands, certainly others will not feel motivated. They will feel being left out. They will feel as they are not part of the team. So this team will be only a team per se, but not the real team. So it's important that the decision making is equally distributed amongst members. Then the point number 6, which is about the team size, which becomes a barrier. There is no such fixed rule about the team size. Let me put this across first, right? A team could be as effective as the leader is, a team could be as effective as the team members are, right? But the team size may vary from 2 people to 20 to 200. So it all depends the size, the nature of the work the team members are doing. So there is no such rule, but the smaller size teams are in general taken or considered to be more effective. So somewhere a team size of 5 to 20 is good, but the teams of a bigger sizes are, for times there is a problem of coordination, there is a problem of communication. So team size also becomes a barrier for times. If there are accountability, another point is accountability issue, that who would be answerable if that happens, if that is not clarified, if it is not known to all other members, this becomes a barrier for the team to perform well. And if the team leader doesn't give resolution to any conflict which appears in the team members, it's very important that effective conflict resolution system is there, and team members are heard and team leader is unbiased to while providing the resolution, because there are many situations when there is a conflict. So, if there is a poor conflict management, that becomes a limitation. Then the next point, the 9th number point, is workflow mismanagement. If the flow of the work is not managed, we cannot jump from one point to point number 6 in a flow chart, right? We have to go by 1, 2, 3 in the same flow order, right? If the workflow is mismanaged, then the team cannot be effective. That becomes a barrier. And the last is physical separation. If though we understand nowadays teams are sitting at distance, at diverse locations, but even then, if they never get a chance to see each other, never get a chance to meet, to interact informally, to enjoy, to have fun, this becomes barrier. For a short project, for a short duration, physical separation may not become a barrier, but for the long term, it becomes a barrier. So, these are the 10 important barriers to be taken care to get the most out of a team. So, I hope you were able to understand the benefits as well as the barrier in teamwork. With this, I would like to sign off. Thank you very much, friends.